Bro, chill out, bro. Chill out, bro. Hey, that scared me, y'all. I'm sorry. That scared me. Hey, what's good, Dream Team? It's your boy Dizzy Dream, and we're back again with some more Corpse Party Blood Drive. Now, you guys really seem to love the stream of the Corpse Party Blood Drive, and I really do appreciate it. And I'm gonna give you some more of this. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what we're about to do. You already know, cause Dizzy Dream gonna be all up in this thing. You feel me? So yeah. So where we last left off is where Ayomi went into what's her name's apartment, right? Of course, there were some paranormal activities going on, you know what I'm saying? And she got some baby teeth in her hands. You know what I'm saying? Wait. Oh, new chapter? Okay. So yeah, we just did chapter 00. Now to chapter 1. We're turning. Let's get it, y'all. I'm ready. A day had passed since the events of Shimla South Apartments. This was to be a significant turning point for me, and Machida might have been a part of it from the start, except that fate seemed to have another plan for him. Miss Kuhn, I have something pressing I need to get to, so if you excuse me. No, you sit back down. Satoshi, your score on the algebra quiz yesterday was rather embarrassing, don't you think? Like an owner training a puppy, Kun gave him a strong glare and held up her index finger and perprimmed. For the next hour, I'm going to give you a personal lecture, and you're going to listen, and then the next quiz will be a snap to pass. But aren't you an English teacher? Isn't algebra a little outside your field of expertise? Anything is possible if you put your mind to it. She seemed a little taken aback by that remark, puffing up her cheeks like a chipmunk in protest. But Miss Kuon? I must call her Kuon. It's startling how alike she and Miss Yu are. I'm sorry. Looking both bemused and guilty, Machida tried to get up and leave his seat in one swift motion, but he was quickly and easily caught, lifted up, and forcibly sat back down. God darn, she that strong? Miss Kuon was smiling. She was actually going. Wait, dang, I ain't missed that. What am I dealing with here? Miss Kuon was only the slightest bit taller than Machida. This did make her taller than the average, but her arms were small and frail. There seemed to be no way she could possibly have lifted someone off his build. This whole situation was rather bewildering for him, and he made no attempt to hide his confusion. Now, let's begin, shall we? Oh my gosh. Yes, ma'am. He had no other option. Apparently, he was going to be studying algebra for the next hour, come hell or high water. I remember that saying. Meanwhile, at a local cafe near the school, Kishinuma and I were sitting down to speak with Aiko Naiwe, the informant who led my friends to me the previous night. Sorry, I'm struggling to read. I'm sorry, y'all. Are you alright? Does your stomach hurt? I responded with a dismissive gesture while continuing to rub my abdomen with my other hand. Ever since the previous night, I had the constant, unbearable urge to pee. Dang. Let's go back so kind of close to the TV. What the hell is wrong with me? I mean, I know I got really scared and I hyperventilated. But can that affect my body like this? Did it change something in me? My bladder feels like it's fit to burst. Dang. And you still can't pee? To this day? Chapter 1? So where shall we begin? Aiko tilted her head and stared at me, looking me up and down, seemingly judging my every mannerism, my every movement. It was making me feel really self-conscious. I covered my abdomen with both hands as if guarding it from her gaze. Thank you very much for your help yesterday. Think nothing of it. I only regret that your friends couldn't get to you sooner. Kiyosugi Academy is quite large, so it took some time to track down Kisunuma and the others. Kisunuma and I stared at one another, still unsure how to feel about the strange new addition to our entourage. Ayomi, Kisunuma, you two are survivors from Heavenly Hope. How did she know that? Bro, how did she know that? Right? We pledged never to discuss Heavenly Hosts with anyone else, which we always assumed we would be an easy promise to keep, but now, casually and out of the blue, here we are. Why? How do you know that? Well, you've been touched by the ever after. When people come into contact with the beyond, the color of their auras changes to something otherworldly, something I can see. Okay, so basically she's saying she got spiritual powers. Soul Reaper, Bleach, Ichigo. But Kishinuma and I were speechless. I just sat there staring at my palm, subconsciously trying to see my aura. I guess Aiko was smiling at us triumphantly. Triumphantly, I think that's how you say it. You said you were an intelligence agent. Was it? For the supernatural, and you're a friend of Naiho's? That's correct. I'm the one who tipped her off about Heavenly Host Elementary, in fact. So she was the one who got Naiho to be interested in Heavenly Host? Hold on, I gotta read about this one. Hold up. The true source of the deaths and subsequent erasers that had turned our lives into a living nightmare was Shishako Ever After, ritual posted on Naiho's occult blog. I've been a fan of Naiho's for quite some time, so when I saw that, I knew I had to try it out with my friends from class 2-9, and as a result, half of those friends were now gone. I suppose you're aware that Naiho was involved in supernatural investigations on behalf of one Mr. Kabiki, no? I am. And I know she hasn't been seen since posting information on Shiseiku Ever After. Well, my business is of a similar nature. I gather data from spiritual hotspots and other supernatural locales, I don't know, and sell that data to my clients for a fair profit. Not always money, mind you. Sometimes I'll do my dirty work in exchange for a particular spirit item that perks my interest. It all depends on who or whom I'm dealing with. It's entirely give or take. They want my information and I want their cash or their artifacts. Physically, Aiko was a very attractive young lady. I don't know about that, especially not from that look, but okay. But personality-wise, the jury was still out. Her words were calculated and emotionless. Her true intentions, a mystery. One could call me an information dealer, but I prefer intelligentsia agent, and Naiho was a good customer. My info of heavily host proved to be her last purchase. However, at the time, Naiho was a single-minded, excited about Mr. Kabiki's work. She believed he could qualify for some award with the information I found for her. Say, can you tell me, was Naiho there? In that other world you found yourself trapped in? Naiho died together with Mr. Kabiki. I looked down as I answered. Despite everything she'd done, the memory of Naiho's passing was still painful for me. She'd become one of Heavenly Host's lost souls and gone completely berserk in the end. I was the one who finished her off. I see. I assumed this much. Aiko seemed completely unaffected by this revelation. Oh, did I say that right? Revelation. Her tone remained even and her expression cold and distant. Honestly, I had about enough of her by this point. She was so devoid of empathy. It was almost offensive. I was genuinely starting to get pissed off. That's how she said it. And you're okay with that? I do feel sorry for her. Don't get me wrong. But I had a strong feeling things would end this way. There's no point in lamenting that for which I was fully prepared. Kishinuma continued to stare intently at Aiko with his own brand of cold, emotionless eyes. He was oddly quiet, though his anger was palatable. I clenched my fist. What about this girl? I believe she performed the ritual alongside Naiho. Did you see her there as well? Who's that? Aiko showing us a photo of a girl named Sayaka. No, I can't say I ever met her. I see. Aiko's expression was so unfolding. You could carve it in the stone. I couldn't take it anymore. I had to say something. If you're calling Naiho your customer, I don't think you could really say you were her friend. My voice was breaking with rage, but even if that hadn't been the case, my face must have read like a book. This icy bitch may have had only one expression, but I'm sure I didn't. But I sure did. Oh my. Do you have something against that word? When I deal with my customers, I give them a guarantee of the utmost quality, and I dedicate myself to their satisfaction. It's an unbreakable bond of trust, like one would have for a partner, and that's not always something you can say about friendship, now is it? I had no idea what to say. It seemed like Aiko was used to this sort of thing. Her response felt carefully rehearsed, like a sales pitch. Finally, Kishinuma broke his silence. Hey, I do want to thank you for helping us save Shinozaki yesterday. Really. But spreading dangerous information just to pay the bills? How the hell can you sleep at night? Exactly, bro. Like, bro, you really leading innocent souls to their demise, man. Information is just that. Information. It's harmless on its own. There's no good or bad. It's like a tool. It's up to the recipient how it's used. I think I said that right. Anything could be harmful in the wrong hands, after all. Why, that cup over there could be used to kill a man just as easily as a knife. Really? The hell it could? That's bullshit, you know. Ayumi, do you agree? Aiko, I'm sorry, but I hate the way you think. I feel it's irresponsible. Oh. Her expression remained calm and collected overall, but her eyes blinked blinked several times in rapid successions. It was the first outward sign of emotion we've seen from her. Well now, it seems I've come to be regarded as something of a villain here. I can't say this is new or unexpected, but it's never ceased to be disheartening. Aiko quickly shrugged off her sudden outburst and was back to her usually icy cold self. It doesn't matter now. Anyway, we destroyed Heavenly Host. It's gone. An awkward tension filled the room, or at least our table. Let's get down to business. Then there's a reason I sought you out, something I wanted to discuss with you. Aiko produced a thick, hard-bound file folder from the light blue bag she brought with her. She opened it, revealed several documents of questionable nature. Among them were looked to be a family tree, as well as numerous pages featuring black magic, symbology, or images that look like tree branches. Black magic spell charts? And is that the Shinozaki family tree? You may find what I'm about to tell you a bit shocking. Okay? Aiko was looking directly into my eyes now. Her gaze was fixed, intense, and unblinking. What Kishima said a moment ago is incorrect. What do you say?
Huh?
What do you mean? Heavenly Host has not been destroyed. It still exists even now. Hold up! How is that even possible? Shishake... Bro, how is that even possible? Bro, I played the game, man. I know what happened to Heavenly Host. How is that even possible? Ooh! Take a look at this. That's the girl with the eye missing from the first game. Aiko placed a black and white photo on the table. It wasn't the clearest of pictures, but there was no doubt that the location it depicted was Heavenly Host Elementary. In the picture, a small girl could be seen standing in one of those all too familiar hallways, holding a hatchet in her right hand. It's Heavenly Host. How was she able to get the picture? Where did this come from? We have confirmation that it's a photograph. I didn't have the power to produce a clearer image, but this is the correct state within Heavenly Host. I don't understand. What am I looking at? I can't even describe what was going through my head at that moment. I felt like I was about to burst. Aiko, however, remained calm as ever while recounting her story. Let's start at the beginning. First, the red box from yesterday. After some time, I was able to open it, and I found these spirit items contained within. The box found on Makane's futon. Inside it were apparently two stones resembling Magatama shaped ceremonial objects from Japanese antiquity. I don't know how to say that. Also included in the box were several more roughly hewn stones, as well as a lining along the edges consisting of crumbled pieces of thin white paper. Oh my gosh, I gotta go back to school, y'all. Unfortunately, most of the box's contents were broken or damaged. This pair, however, was still fully intact. Hey, that's the thing from the game cover. They look almost like a demented version of yin-yang symbols, puzzle pieces that were clearly built to be slotted together. Aiko now had one stone in each hand, motioning them toward one another as if to drive that point home. Spirit items are, in the simplest terms, items which have been infused with the thoughts or feelings of the dead. Those who bear such objects will be visited by the spirits within them, or at the very least be forever privy to their memories and earthly laments. It's a wonderful thing. Is it really? I mean, I quite looked look the part, but I'm actually quite an avid collector of spirit items. Avid, I don't know. Kishinuma and I briefly locked eyes again. We shared the same look of bewilderment. Aiko's personality was much more twisted than either of us had intentionally perceived it to be. I tried to get a fix of this little girl's thoughts, and in doing so, I heard a vengeful cry, and I saw an image of a girl with braided hair in an abandoned school building. My curiosity had been, what's that, piqued? I took out this camera. At this, she produced an old instant camera and placed it on the table in front of us. And tried to take a photo of the image of in my mind. The result is that shot. How you take a picture of your mind? How you do that? What kind of camera you got? Aiko? This particular spirit item only allows me to produce images from the exact moment in time when the picture is taken. The past and future alike are beyond its reach. Huh? I examined the photograph in greater detail, and a chill ran down my spine. There was absolutely no denying what it depicted. No. I was actually shaken. Without Shiseiku Shinozaki, the school should have collapsed. It should have ceased to exist as soon as we escaped. Exactly! I believe the collapse was halted. Perhaps right on the brink. Even maybe because of the person to whom that voice had heard belongs. Aiko motioned toward the photo in my hand. It could even be the girl in the picture, I wonder. I wonder who she is. That's the same girl. That's one of the victims during the murders. The answer was beginning to dawn on me. A sudden cold sensation exploded throughout my body, and I shrugged. Wait. And I shuddered, as if trying to shake off the encroaching realization. Ah, damn! You really think that hole is still around? Kishinuma leaned forward. The conversation was clearly beginning to engage him a lot more than it had been. Heavenly Host Elementary, or rather the dimensional space that took on the form of Heavenly Host Elementary, fascinating me from the moment I introduced it to Naiho. I began to research it independently, and I learned that its true identity is, well, something like a new nirvana, another world, or hereafter, an otherworldly plane of death. Though ordinarily, one tends to think of there being only this world and the next. A new nirvana. That's correct. You know about Yushi Shinozaki, do you not? Yeah. And of her client, the Shinozaki estate wherein the grimoire known as the Book of Shadows was located? Yeah. Bro, don't tell me that book that girl is holding is the Book of Shadows, bro. Hold on, bro. Oh! I didn't mean to click it. I didn't read it. It was like a muffled scream or a moan of agony. The sound you make when you want to make a sound but are barely able to. That one was a little more forceful. Accompanied by thrashing, it caused the nearby table light to fall over and roll along the ground. Please! Dear! Come now! You need to stay calm! This was Yoshi Shinozaki's client. Oh, clinic. And Yoshi herself was on top of her husband, holding him down with both her hands. She continued her Shinito purification chant. To prevent Sinjin from biting off his own tongue, he had been gagged with a towel. Needless to say, he wasn't looking particularly well. Not far from where this was occurring, Shiseiku stood aghast, trembling as she watched the procedures with hesitant, sideline glances. I ain't reading all that. I don't want no demon coming up in here. Sinjin still collapsed on the floor, was clearly suffering. His body was bent into a most unnatural shape, and he was fervently clawing at his neck. Yeah, I'm still not reading all that. Shishako's father screamed through his gag. Foam beginning to fall out from his edges. It was going into a cyanosis. Ghostly images of Shinozaki women from ages past smiled down upon the event from ceiling, laughing and mocking his suffering. Worse still, some of the women had traditionally blackened teeth, giving their smiles an intentionally sinister edge. The atmosphere within the room was heavy, as if spirits accompanied every empty corner, dancing flinting about free and joyously. Sinjin's body sharply bent and began convulsing. Dear, stay with me, dear. I ain't saying that. Look, I don't want no demons flying up in here, man. Look, I already had my things with demons before. I'm not having it again. Her great grandmother, Syra, the head of the Shinozaki family, was among the black teeth women, laughing joyfully at Sinjin's suffering. Daddy! That's not funny, but yeah. His voice began to weaken and his convulsions began to lose strength. Finally, the last spark of life had left his body. His eyes rolled back into his head and all movement ceased. Daddy? Why are you breathing? Shishaku looked up, eyes glazed over with tears. Yoshi too was stricken with grief and despair. This is what it means to be a Shinozaki, to be part of the cursed bloodline. All men who marry and are guaranteed to die quickly. Not even Yoshi could circumvent that fate. So she turned to the forbidden book, an item she and her family had been protecting for generations from those who might misuse it. The Grimoire, the Book of Shadows. To lose a loved one was fate she feared more than anything else. So she tried to offset it through black magic. It was an act of truly absurd foolishness. She must have cared for him so deeply she would have literally done anything to see him again, no matter what the cost. The cost to her own immortal soul. Aiko stared deeply into my eyes, seemingly fishing for a reaction of her tale. But then, what happened next was almost beyond belief. I continued listening, unknowingly stroking the wound on my thigh as unpleasant memories of my own foolish run-in with black magic resurfaced. The Shinozaki blood that flowed through Yoshi's veins was more powerful than anyone could have known. Its energy spawned something much different than what Yoshi intended. By which, of course, I mean, I instantly knew what she was going to say. From the book she created, I knew Nirvana. So wait, when a book is created, a new Nirvana is created? There, one could coexist with the dead for all eternity. It was a new dimension cut from the another world itself, forcibly born onto the world of the living. Oh, that looks so demonic. Yoshi must have lost half of her sanity right there. She tried to leave her only child Shiseiku in the real world, while living with her husband's soul in the new Nirvana, the land of corpses. However, this Nirvana had a mind of its own. Yoshi couldn't possibly control it. Shiseiku or no, Shinozaki or no. I knew that all too well. Just like Yoshi, I experienced my own tragic failure with black magic in the Shinozaki clinic. Black magic has its own blowback of sorts. Her husband's soul was split apart and scattered in all directions, and Yoshi's life too. It was on the verge of being snuffed out. She knew she made a mistake. She deeply regretted it. And she took what she could have only assumed to be her dying breath. Her soul daughter, Shiseiku, in possession of a nearly limitless spiritual potential, absorbed the entirety of this new Nirvana into her body. So she absorbed the entire netherworld into herself. And is that the reason why Heavenly Host was created in the first place? Shiseiku. The poor girl collapsed to the floor, violently thrashing about as the weight of the entire dimension crushed her from the inside. This action has saved her mother's life, certainly, but death would have surely been picking herself up. Yoshi rushed to her daughter's side in tears. Shiseiku! Why? Mommy, don't die! Mommy! Both parent and child were bawling pain, mixing with relief, mixing with pain again. Oh, she's so adorable when she's not out thrashing and killing people, man. The little girl buried her face into Yoshi's bosom and just cried and cried. Yoshi grasped her tightly in both arms, tears streaming down her face uncontrollably. By this point, Shisheiku's body had begun producing a dark blue aura. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Mama was wrong. Mommy has you. So from now on, Mama would never leave you. She'll never even think of leaving you again. Aww. I feel so bad for Shiseiku, bruh. As you know, Shiseiku is a direct descendant of the Shinozaki line, a thoroughbreed. This means her power is greater than Yoshi's. It had to be. Of course, for her to house an entire dimension within her body, yeah, I'm pretty sure she's powerful. I keep doing that. At the time, she must have been the strongest petitioner of dark arts in all the world, little girl or no. Yet despite that, she wound up dying. That's right, the same day Yoshi fell and died, Shiseiku disappeared. That was 50 years ago now. Dang, that was a long time ago. Yeah, they were both killed by the dirty principal, bruh. Man, dirty principal. And then he had the nerve to go bury her, stab her continuously, and then cut out her tongue, bro. I wanted to fight him so bad, bro. just as I suspected. The principal's heinous actions are to blame. Then for resurrecting the new nirvana within Shiseiku and creating the closed spaces we know as Heavenly Host Elementary. Okay, now it makes sense. It's probably because the school was the site of Shisheiku's violent demise that her nirvana took on this form. Now that makes even more sense. Yeah, even then, with Shiseiku reborn as a spirit in that realm, she was still all-powerful, seemingly continuing to exert complete control over it. I guess that's why she was able to manifest so many different horrible things in there. This was all starting to make a sick of sort of sense, right? The pieces were falling into place, and painting the absolutely awful picture, I shuddered to myself as I considered it. When you escape, to remove Shiseiku from the equation, but the nirvana remained, and it's going berserk once more. It should have just disappeared. This world would have been better off without it. This entire conversation was a roller coaster of emotions for me. At this point, I was just angry at everyone involved in this whole ordeal, myself included. Now then, if I may, I'd like to discuss something a bit outlandish with you. Okay. Would you like to see your dear friends again? I don't like where this is going. That certainly got our attention. We both perked our heads up immediately. Spirits that have died in the nirvana are said to roam its grounds, trapped and unable to find rest. As such, your friends' souls may still exist in that plane. There are actually a number of useful magic listed in the Book of Shadows. Aside from the spell Yoshi used to create the new nirvana, there's also a spell of arrival. Nikishima and I, she'd be switching this man's name up a lot, knew about that one all too well. Yeah, I remember that. Forcibly returning a life to this plane is, of course, dreadfully taboo, as it's considered an affront to the will of God by verily. I think I dropped my remote. Huh? Kishima seemed a bit more confused than he probably should have been, though I suspect the look on my face may have had something to do with it. I performed that spell, the very one Aiko was describing. It took hours, failed miserably, and killed my sister. All at once, the guilt returned. I lowered my head slowly. I don't know. Aiko glared at me, and I had this shrinking suspicion it was because she somehow knew what was I was thinking. Though I couldn't be sure, and I certainly didn't know how she would. Still, who cares about bullshit like that, right? You could be blasphemous. You could break every commandment. Bring it on. You'll do whatever it takes to resurrect your dead friends, no? All you have to do is find that book and cast that spell once more within Heavenly Host Elementary. Your chances of success will be much higher there, don't you think? Hold on. Do you have any idea what you're saying? What happens if things get even worse? I didn't exactly mean to interrupt Kishinuma, but quite honestly, I didn't even realize he was talking. I was too focused on what Aiko had just said. You know about it, don't you? I failed to tilt at Yoshi's place. Me and Nakashima. Aiko tilted her head at me, that same weary smile creeping across her face. She'd gone from cold and emotionless to knowing all expressive in mere instant. I don't think we really believe what was happening to us. Oh wait, that's her. I don't think We really believe what was happening to us. It was like a dream. What we saw was impossible. What we experienced was impossible. Thought I was going insane. It should have been possible. We should have done it. I just want to put all of this behind me. But it was real. I go pointed to the scar on my neck, and then went one step further and lightly brushed it with her hand. Don't touch me. I could feel that touch deep within my soul. I suddenly found myself swallowing my next breath, practically choking it on thin air. See, you came in contact with something unordinary people could never see, could never even imagine. Do you really think you could just turn tail and run from that now? I would. I mean, sure. I looked down again, trying my best to avoid Aiko's gaze. This is a long conversation. God darn. Do you really think I can do it? When I had started crying, I raised my head again, intent upon looking deep into Aiko's eyes as she answered my question. But she looked so blurry through my eyes. I could tell though that she was smiling at me. It was the same expression, her new standard. Girl, what are you talking about? Can you be more specific? Can I? Really? Yes. What is it? I want to hear what you want to say. What exactly is it that you wish to accomplish? Can I really bring everybody back? Nicely done. I don't know. There's something about her we don't know about. Aiko patted my head as one might as a dog after a successful perform trick. Oh, so she's patting on your head? That's disrespectful, dog. What the grimoire produces are miracles, spawned from the wisdom of witches, and these miracles hold the power to bend fate. Even if that fate is set in stone, so to speak, you are a descendant of the house of Shinozaki, a family of immensely powerful practitioners of magic, and since Hino is no longer with us, this is something only you can do. My confidence was being blasted by the minute. Though in which, oh my gosh, retrospect, that was likely Aiko's aim. Nonetheless, if there were still something I could do for my friends. But wait! I don't even know where the Book of Shadows is anymore. Plus, you're no longer able to travel to Heavenly Host by way of the Shiseiku Ever After ritual. Now that Shiseiku is gone, correct? Yeah, that's right. That's what Yuki said. Anyway, Yuki Kano, a girl from the school? Aiko once again placed the blush white Magatama stones from the box in either hand. This time fitting them completely, though not the way they were supposed to in a lot. That's where these come in. What are they? They house an exponential amount of spiritual energy, as one would expect. Given that they're spirit items for Shinozaki line, the voice I heard told me about it. They're called Ever After Stones. Ever After Stones? I learned despite myself, the name sent and shivered down my spine, but now that I've heard of it, I had to know more. These two are one. Fit them together like puzzle pieces and chant Nirvana. And all who are in direct and indirect contact with them will be spirited away. We both flinched at her chant, but Aiko just smiled. She just have intentionally I rented the stones the wrong way so the charm wouldn't activate. Oh, shit, she's just playing. Man. Oh, yeah, we fighting. It's the same when you return. She tossed the stone she'd been holding in her right hand into her left, where it clicked together with the other. Strange, isn't it? This girl taught me the technique herself. Aiko gazed longingly at the stone. She was clearly uttering enamored by them. It seemed as if they were the key factors in unleashing her newfound emotional expressiveness. But my focus was elsewhere. Without a doubt, the items Aiko now held in her left hand were extraordinarily dangerous. Possibly the most dangerous, horrific objects in the entire world. Oh, most definitely. However, while Aiko was outlining them with her left hand, her right was feeling around for something in her breast pocket. She slowly removed it, producing an old black and white photograph. When had she taken that? It was the same photograph I've seen at Makane Shinozaki's house the previous night. Okay, I remember that. When Yoshi was in her teens, she adored her. I'm gonna read it regularly. When Yoshi was in her teens, she adored her aunt Makane and will often go over to her place for a visit. The Shinozaki family, world famous for the spiritual abilities, and was when it all started. This was when it all started. The surviving elder of the Yagura Society felt it was too dangerous to leave these items with the Matubas. So he came here intending to steal the Book of Shadows. But he felt it would be even more dangerous for the book and stones to remain together. So while he gave the book to Yoshi for the safekeeping, he gave the stones to Makane. The Yagaori Society, Matrubas. I never heard of these terms before at all. And then there was that damn Book of Shadows again. Why did that have to keep coming up? Man, that book is taking trips. You remove Shinozaki from that school, and in doing so, you created the perfect storm of opportunity. Two-way travel to and from that dimension is now possible. It's no longer a one-way road, a new spiritual hotspot. Something not of this world has been born. So you mean to tell me we could just travel to that world whenever we want to? That's kind of cool. She thrust her ever after stones toward me triumphantly and continued to make her pitch, growing more excited by the second. Was lingering speechless. What could I say? That this is a gold mine. People can no longer claim the world of spirits is fake, or that spiritual investigators like myself are lying. It's all oh my gosh. I'm even considering bringing people to that cursed dimension on a tour if I can, to make a little extra cash. Now you're just crazy, bro. You want to bring people to a world that they can actually die in? Oh my gosh. Kishinuma and I both reacted to this preposterous suggestion with a start. She couldn't possibly be serious, could she? I deleted the proxy data from Naiho's blog, so no one will be able to jump that way no more. Only I possess the means to enter that place. Hee. What could she possibly have been thinking? I wanted to stop her at once. I wanted to take those stones and break them right there on the spot before anyone else gets hurt. But she wants to say her friends, I know. When I began conducting these tours, however, I wanted to make customer safety my top priority. And you seek your friend's spirits, do you not? Well, we investigated that dimension could help you reach that goal. Our destinations are the same, Ayomi. Aiko learned that Aiko learned as she spoke. her breath scented with the sugary sweetness of the extravagant desserts we've been eating tickled my nose. What? So what do you say? Let's go back to Heavenly Host Elementary together one more time, shall we? I really wanted to conduct tours using the paper dolls, but missed my chance. Now, though I have these lovely stones, I feel this must be fate and I could make a business of it. Aiko seemed like she was on the top of the world, but that just made me all more disgusted with her. So how about it? On the other hand, she was offering me a chance to save our lost friends, and however remote that chance may have been, as stacked the odds frustratingly in her favor. I still couldn't just say yes, but I also couldn't say no. Honestly, I resented Aiko for putting me in this position. I glared at her for a moment before I said anything. I can't answer that right now. Give me some more time to think it over. What? I also forgot Kishinuma was there. Suddenly, waves of guilt washed over me. He had absolutely incredulously look on his face. I couldn't bear to see it. So we don't know where the book of shadows is anyway. Plus, how do we even know these stones can actually do what you just said? There's no way you could have already tried it, right? Aiko smiled. She oriented the two stones so they formed a perfect yin-yang symbol, then slotted them together with sand. Immediately the stones began glowing with bluish white hue, and it streamed the energy starting to form around her. You gotta be kidding me! Aiko continued smiling and looked directly into my eyes. No need to decide now to think it over. Yes, it's true. The full range of these stones' power, has yet to be tested. So their true danger is as of yet undetermined. She slowly separated the two stones and she said this, and the energy surrounding her dissipated. But they're from the home of Makani Shinozaki, a prominent branch of the Shinozaki tree. Their authenticity and the credibility of my intelligence is hard to dispute. Hell of a thing. Can I see them? Kishinuma didn't wait for an answer. He grabbed the ever after stones from Aiko's hand and began examining them carefully. Hard to believe this is what was in that box. You weren't planning on keeping these stones all to yourself, were you? Aiko seemed taken back by the question. Way to go, Kishinuma. You managed to catch her off guard. Half the credit for finding them is due to Shinozaki risking her skin after all. Aiko seemed to ponder these words for a moment. Well, then let's make sure neither of us can go by ourselves. We'll each keep one of the stones. One of the two stones. Alright, give me one, Kishinuma. Sure thing. Kishinuma plopped one of these stones in my hand, then slipped the other back into a drawstring pouch Aiko had brought them and closed it up. There. He then casually handed the pouch back to his rightful owner. Feel free to give me a call anytime you like, and don't worry, I'll even help you find the Book of Shadows free of charge. Aiko flashed us the biggest, most generous smile I think. These are some big words, y'all. I'm sorry. And when you do find it, you will go with me, won't you, Ayomi? I closed my eyes and gave something like a half-hearted, half-nod. Lowered my head without raising it again. It was interpreted as a yes, but I'm not sure. I meant it that way. Good. That being the case, it's on me today. Aiko got up and grabbed the check. No, I'll pay for my girl. See, man, you got me messed up, man. Hey, someone pay my food, man. Sure, go ahead, man. Sure, ahead. Go ahead, pay for my food. I don't care. Do your thing. I took out my wallet and I took out my wallet. I had no desire to own this person anything. Okay, never mind. I could just smiled. Dutch it is then. Almost forgot. I like for you to have this. I go hand it over the autograph to me. No, it's not going to bite you, and I'm not asking any money for it, so please just take it with my blessing. God darn, that was a long conversation. I despise you. Me too. Suzumoto, Shinohara, Mirror's Engine, and Miss Yu. As soon as I'm done with those four, I'm breaking these stones. Yeah, I'm right here with you. Better make sure to break the other one though too while you're at it. Oh, he snagged the other one! As if he had been waiting for his cue, Kishinuma put out the other stone from his pocket. Kishinuma? She doesn't know what it's like. She doesn't know what it's like in that school. I mean, she was actually getting excited about going there, so I helped myself when she wasn't looking. Kishinuma? That's amazing. You're terrible. Hey, seriously. Hey, serious business calls for serious actions. Though, Shinozaki, I don't know how to say this exactly, but about that whole resurrection thing, the whole situation with Suzumoto and the others should probably just be left alone, don't you think? You've gone through so much already, and have come really close to dying, and I don't think of any of them, not Suzumoto, Miss Yu, Shinohari, or how you say it? Michigan, I don't know. Want that? No. But that might not be true. Damn it, Tsunozaki, just stop. Do you know how much Satoshi and Nakashima have been worried about you? I'm sorry. But Kishinuma, please. You have to understand, I just need a little more. I need you to honor me for just a little. Wait, humor or honor? Humor. I say honor. Humor me for just a little bit longer, okay? Please just do that for me. Please, dang. Fine. But listen, you're not doing it alone. I'm going to keep one of the stones. I'm going to keep one of the Philosopher's Stones. Infinity Stones. Aww. It'll be alright. You know. I turned my gaze to meet Kishinuma's eyes. Oh, Kishiuma's. My eyes must have looked like saucers, windows into a mind of worries. Ideals and fears sprung by this unexpected return of events. If anything happens, don't hesitate to call me. Okay? I'm here for you. And I don't want you blindly rushing into dangerous situations like you did yesterday. I might not be able to offer much, but I'm confident I can at least protect you from harm. Ooh! That was smooth! Kishinuma patted me on the head, reassuring as he said this, and I had no idea how to react. I felt warm and safe, but also a little annoyed, much like a younger sister being simultaneously comforted and scolded by her big brother. All I could say in response was, okay. I can feel my eyes still blunging from my head, open as far as my eyelids. would allow, I imagine how I must have appeared to Kishiyama, and I was momentarily embarrassed. That's so cute. Come on, let's get you home. Okay. Oh, finally I can move. God darn. He's late. Seriously, what is he thinking? That boy needs a boot to the head, I swear. Okay. Oh, shit. Boy, that scared me, bro. There's a human arm poking out through the hole in one of the garbage bags. The freak? Okay, it was just a mannequin. Man, don't be scaring me like that, boy. That all up in my ear, dog. Run, girl, run. Okay. I remember running up these stairs with Maiho Suzumoto. At the time, it never dawned on me that the legitimacy of these memories could ever be called into question. Why would it? Will you graduate, transfer, or get married? You're always still able to see one another as long as you're both alive. But in this reality, it's as if Suzumoto never even existed. But that's sad though. You die in the heavenly host, you will cease to exist in the real world, bro. That's so sad. Where are all the people? The street seems unusually quiet. Is it just because of the late hour? We need a midnight hour. Okay, so what you gotta say about over here? Nothing? The house? Is the owner of the house happy? Obviously. They're experiencing the daily joys and hardships of life like everyone else. But do they really understand what it all means? Okay, you're gonna be here. Okay, if that's what you're gonna be doing, hit me with some heavy signs. Vacate for years. This used to be a photo studio, I think. Oh, photo studio, we getting lit. Okay, well, sure, let's go. I'm ready. Yes, take me home.
Tadaima.
I'm home.
Okaeri.
Welcome back. Was she scratching her leg?
News of yet another bizarre death has just come in. This time, a Mr. Akabe, who was discovered within the city at this location having suffered a broken spine. Oh my gosh. A Tokyo map was displayed on the television screen marked with two red dots. The Mirki at the bottom provided the headline: "Sudden violent deaths remaining unexplained." Yeah, that is kind of weird. Then it will still be a while yet. Maybe you should go take a bath first, Ayomi. Okay. Okay, Mom. Without thinking, I left the socks I just removed from my feet on the living room floor and began walking toward the bathroom. Hey, socks! Hey, it's all good, Ayomi. I get yelled at for that too, man. I know how you feel. Oh, trust me, I know how you feel, Ayomi. I get yelled by that like so many times, man. It's ridiculous. This was a bad habit of mine, so I ingrained within me that it had almost become a ritual. Mom did well to have caught it so quickly. I grabbed my socks and left the room. I bet.
みんなの魂がいる天神症でブックオブシャドウズを使えば今度こそ生き返らせることができるかもしれない。
I could really bring them all back if I use the Book of Shadows inside Heavenly Host this time. It just might work. I set my bag down in my room quickly and automatically grabbed my sweatpants and spats and made a beeline for the bathroom. Damn, scars on her neck. Dang. When I got there, I threw my socks into the hamper with purpose. They began playing
Peeling off my school uniform as I observed myself in the mirror, I began to murmur,
障害反動
blowback.
もしあ
I'm
れ
not
がまた
careful.
起こったら
The same thing could happen again. Those burn marks on my neck and arms are eternal reminders of what I've been through at the Shimazaki estate. I could clearly remember the agony I went through as they formed. Hey, man. I remember watching them sear into my flesh out of thin air, blood spewing from them as if I've been knifed. I only survived because Hino sacrificed herself in my place.
やるしかないじゃない
I have to do it. I tried to force self-confidence into my expression when it wouldn't come. I slapped my cheeks hard. It was in me somewhere. I just needed to be yanked
あ
out
な
of
たが
it.
頑張るのよ
You have to do your best, damn it. Yes, you do. Now wash your ass. Oh, hold up. I ain't had to see that. I lowered my head into the water ever so slightly, blowing bubbles in the water with my mouth. Okay. Whatever. The pros and cons of returning to Heavenly Host were racing through my head. This is the power
確定した
to
運命
challenge
に
fate
挑
itself,
む力
to rewrite.
篠
And
崎の
I'm a
末裔
Shimazaki. So this is something that only I
私は
can
やら
do.
なきゃい
I
けない
have to show everyone that I can bring them back. Show them that confidence.
カーブシャドウズのありかさえ分かればすぐにでも
If only I knew where to find the Book of Shadows. I need to get my hands on it again.
ブックオブシャドウ
God damn, but this man just be popping out of nowhere. But do you ever close your windows? Bro, she is butt ass nigga and you over here just popping up out of nowhere. You seriously going to look for the Book of Shadows? You lack a sense of never cease to amaze me. Huh? Yeah, I would have did the same thing, bruh. This was just about the last thing I expected. I couldn't help but scream. It was that same boy who found his way into my room last time wearing the exact same clothes, dirty ass, musty ass. I ain't got no washing powder for my dirty, dry Final Fantasy outfit having ass. He spoke to me without once turning his head to look in
涅
my
槃を
direction.
知ったかやっと
So,
悟った
you
よ
know
うだ
about
な
the Nirvana
てめえ
now,
の
huh?
宿命ってや
You
つ
finally pieced it all together and realized what you gotta do. He smiled, still facing away from me. It was confident, yet sinisterly grinned. Why? Why?
怨
How?
霊のまじないなんて基本中の基
Hiding
本
one's
だろ
presence is about as
いちい
basic
ち
as a
驚く
spell
んじゃ
they
ねえ
come.
よ
There's no need for the blown
それよ
gasket.
りもだ
As for why I'm
忘れんなよ、
here
それ。
is to remind you
運命に
of
課せら
who
れ
you
た
are
てめえの
and
責務
what
だか
you
らな
have to do. Your
その
bloodline
末裔
carries with it a certain responsibility after all.
あなた
You,
あ
you
警察呼ぶから、この
pervert, stalker, molester, I'm calling the cops. My face had been so red as fire by this point.
うるせえよこの父なし
Man,
女
shut the fuck
誰
up,
が使うんだ
titless.
幼児みたいな
Why you
体しやが
calling
って
who you
てめえ
calling a
みたいな
pervert
貧相
when
な
you got the
体
body
見
of
て
a
も何も
grade
面白くねえん
schooler?
だよ
God dog, bro. ain't nobody gonna want to see a washboard like that. Bro, he's going off on her, bro. What? My head felt like it now housed all the blood from my entire body. I imagined myself white as a sheet below the neck and flashing red above it on the verge of megaton
いい
explosion.
かよく聞
Just
け
listen up. The Book of Shadows
Book
is
of
back in the
Shadows
Nirvana. It
涅槃
happened
の
when
中
you
に
messed
戻
up at the Shizenozaki
ほら。
estate. Here. He handed me the autograph from Aiko.
これが何だっていうのよ
When did you... What are you trying to
よく
pull?
見ろ節穴の女
Just look at it, you
ここだ、ここ。
blind bitch. Here, right the fuck here. I grabbed the photograph from his hands as aggressively as I could muster. Then backed away slightly, putting as much distance between me and him as humanly possible. It was definitely the same picture of the little girl holding the hatchet that Aiko shown us earlier. But I now noticed that she was holding something in her other hand too. I know, that's what I noticed. It was a hardbound book around the size of a typical desk dictionary, and though I could barely make it out, there was a certain aura to it that looked an awfully lot like a face. God, it is...
力を使いたいなら
If you want to use this power, you gotta go back into the Nirvana, or should I say, back to
天
Heavenly
神小
Coast.
学校と言った方がいいか
Jump over there and get the book,
すぐにあそこへ
and
飛んで
maybe,
お
just
前の
maybe,
狙いも
you can make your
か
wish
な
come true. He slipped out his hand and pointed directly at my face, then slowly lowered it down toward my abdomen. He was now explicitly pointing at my lower body, but as soon as I started to get self-conscious, he flipped his hand over and opened it, exposing his palms. There was another piece of 10 yen gum cupped there, the same kind as before. I'm not sure why I took it, but I did without even thinking about it. As soon as I exchanged what was made, he immediately turned away the bathroom window, apparently preparing to make his escape.
何者なの？
Who
ど
are you?
うして私に？
Why me? My question seemed to stop them in its tracks. Aren't you even going to explain all this? I wasn't about to drop my guard, especially given the obvious advantage this boy had over me. But he seemed like he'd come to attack me or anything. Rather, it was almost like he was trying to lead me somewhere to show me
今は
the way.
まだ話せね
I can't answer that just yet. He turned his head toward me just enough that I could catch a brief glimpse of his eyes beyond his hood. They were ice blue in color, but gentle and sincere. He smiled once more as he leaped out the bathroom window. I was kind of dumbfounded. I had no idea how to process what had just happened.
どうしたの、あゆみ？大丈夫？
What's wrong, Ayami? Are you okay? My mom barged in the bath, banishing a broom. It was probably the first thing she could have found with which to fend off potential intruders. Too bad she hadn't been just a moment quicker. All I could do was just squat on the cold bathroom floor and stare at her with hollow eyes. There was no way I explained any of this to her. You can't explain that to her, man. She gonna feel some type of way about it. It was last night. It was late at night, and I still hadn't bothered changing out of my school uniform. I needed to find food, though I decided to hit up the convenience store on my way back home. I picked up a bottle of olives and a pack of tofu, some mineral water, and other various things to keep me going for a while. What the hell is this? I could hardly believe it. There was actually an occult section at the damned mini mart with all kinds of stupid stuff like spirit, talisman, magnets, and anti-demon wards. I grabbed one off the shelf at random and looked at the company logo on the backside. PL Promotions Code Inc. For these last 2 months since we've gotten back from Heavenly Host, it seemed like there was a real spiritual boom going on all over the world. Whenever there would be a strange death or something, the public will be all over it, downward excited about the possibility that might be supernatural in nature. It was all over TV shows, magazines, with independent researchers checking out spiritual hotspots and giving fancy new age advice to people just to boost ratings or sales. And now this exorcism merchandise next to pre-packaged cupcakes and ready-made dinners.
コンビニでお札が買える時代かよ。
Get your talisman at the corner store now, huh?
ちょっと前までだ
that's what he said.
こん
Not
な
too
も
long
の見
ago,
て
I have made fun
気
of
持ち
all
悪いっ
this
て
crap.
笑えたんだ
Guess
ろ
it's not such a laughing
今じ
matter
ゃこんな
anymore.
の
Never
本物
thought
相
I'd
手
see
に
the day
聞
when
く
I
の
pick
か
up one
よ
of these things.
Nah,
And I wonder if it actually works. The item was examining happened to be one of the spirit talismans. Spirit talisman magnet, seemingly the last one in stock. An old lady suddenly reached around me from behind and yanked it right out of my hands. What? She glowered at me for a moment before taking her prize over to the register. Man, you better snatch that thing back from that old lady. You better grow some balls, bruh.
なんだ
The
よ
hell? Exactly.
ありがとうございました。
Thank you very much. What's that? It's a withered bouquet of flowers. Oh yeah, I heard that there was a serial killer who recently died in a middle school girl around here. Dang. These were probably left in memory of her or something. It's pretty messed up. Right? What? 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 Oh, it was just a cat. It's late. I should just be going home. Oh, yeah, it's this way? My fault.
Kishinuma-kun.
Kishinuma.
篠崎
Shinozaki. What are you doing
何して
here
んだ
this
こんな
late?
時間に
I thought you went home.
ごめんね。
I did.
こんな遅くに。
Sorry to
アルバイト？
accost you like this. You just got off from work?
ああ今日は遅番だった
Yeah.
からな
I had a late shift today. I'm talking about like I had a late shift. I'm talking about late.
あなんか悪かったな
Wait. Don't tell me you've been waiting for me this whole time, have you? Man, look, I'm sorry. Like, look, I was really about to come to you, but then I found this talisman, right? I was gonna get it. But then this old ass, dry ass, mummified ass old lady really just snatched it out of my hand and put it to the register.
平気。
No, it's fine. No, it's not, bruh. I wanted that. Let's go find her right now. It was actually a really chilly night. I could see Shinozaki's breath dissipating around her chin in short, fragrant bursts.
平気じゃねえだろ
It's
震えてん
not
じゃね
fine
え
at
か
all. You're shivering.
あ
You can come in if you
嫌
want.
じゃなければ寄
I'll
ってけよ
give you some hot tea or something. Thanks. I don't know. See, knowing Ayomi, bro, I don't know. I feel like the only reason she's there is to grab that stone so she can go to the world or something. I just feel it. Dang, I didn't mean. Shinozaki immediately sat down on the bed and began sipping the tea I made for her. She was holding it in both hands, probably less for politeness and more just to warm them up.
おいしい。
This is really good.
だろ妹がいつも送ってくんだよ
It's from my sister.
いい茶葉
She
らし
sends it to me all the time. Says it's made from really good leaves. The sound of a large truck driving by seemed to catch her off guard. She was clearly a bit jittery. Unsurprising, all
こ
things
んな時
considered.
間まで工事してるんだ。
They do construction at this
あ
hour?
あ年末近くになる
When
と
it gets
こう
close to
いう意
the
味のな
end
い
of the
工事
year,
す
they
る
do
ん
all
だ
the kinds of pointless
うるさい
work
わ
out
眩しいわで
there.
寝るやしねえよ
Every night. It's like this every night. I mean, I've been sleeping like crap because of
大
it.
変。
That sounds really annoying. The time passed us by at a snail's pace. Shinozaki continued to sip her tea, never once removing either hand from the warm cup. She definitely had something on her mind. Something had happened, and it was written all
親
over
に
her face.
断ってきてんのか
Are you fighting with your parents or
う
something?
ん。
Huh? Oh,
連絡は
don't
大丈夫。
worry. They know I'm here.
そうか
They do? Yeah. Alright, well, let me see your phone so I can call them real quick. Shinozaki was in my room. I've dreamed about this before, but never thought it would actually
夏
happen.
かなんだな
Okay, but...
あいやその
Huh? Oh, well, yeah.
どうしたんだよこんな遅くに。
I just kind of want to
なんかあったの
know,
か？
like, what are you doing here this late? Did something happen?
うん
You could say that.
はあ？今から戦
Seriously?
時所に行く
You
な。
want to go back to Heavenly Host right now? I just got off from work. I was half acting, as admittedly this wasn't entirely unexpected. Shinozaki may have been a lot of things, but unpredictable is not among them.
お願い
Please.
で、この石
So
を
you
取
came
りに
here
来
to
た
get this stone from me. I knew it. I took out the ever after stone that I stole from
いいか
Michael.
篠崎。
Come on, Shinozaki. Think
確かにこの石は
about
さっ
it.
き
Yeah,
光っ
the
てたし、
stones got all
何か力はあ
glowy,
るかもしれ
so
ない。
they probably could
だ
see
が
you
よ、
over. But what do you
も
actually
う
hope
一
to
度あそこ
accomplish
に行
once
った
you
ところ
get
で
there?
また出られなくなって、下手
What
した
if you
ら
get
今度
stuck
こそ
again
死ん
and
じま
can't
う。
get out? You'll die, damn it!
そうなりゃ、ここでの
And
お
if
前
you
の存
die
在ま
over
で消えちま
there,
うか
your
もしれねえんだ
existence
ぞ。
will be erased all over. Here, you'll be gone. I tried to be as strong and commanding as I could possibly muster. What's up with this muster stuff? I need her to realize what a bad
私
idea
の
this
存在
was.
なんていいそれ
I
より
don't care if I'm erased. I just want to save our friends.
救う？
Save them?
黒の本ブックオブシャドウズのありかが
The
分
Book
か
of
ったの
Shadows. I know where it is.
さっき言ってた。
That
Oh,
book
no,
you were talking
no.
about earlier?
見て
Yeah, here, look. She had that photograph thing from Aiko with her and was pointing it to the little girl's left arm.
私たち実はもうさっ
It's
き見
been
えていた
staring
の
at
よ
us in the face the whole
この女の
time.
子ね。
Look in her
左手の
hand.
ところ。
That is the
それが。
Book of Shadows. I didn't have to look very hard to see it, but
本か。確かに持ってるな。
so she's carrying a book.
それで。
Fine. But do you
これが
have any
Book
proof
of
that's
Shadows
that's
だってい
the
う
Book of
確証は
Shadows?
あんのか？
Ooh, that's true. That's true. And they did say that they did say the photograph is not all clear, so they don't know exactly what they're looking at. That couldn't be the Book of Shadows.
でも多分間違いないと思う
But I don't think it could be anything else. Oh my gosh,
なんだお
man.
前。
You don't think?
天神賞へはね
We
この
just have
本
to
を
go
取
to
り戻
Heavenly
しに行
Host
く
and
の
get it back. み
そしたら
ん
みんなの魂を涅槃から解き放てる
Nirvana.
鈴本さんたちを
We can
今
finally
度こそ生き
resurrect
返らせることができるわ
Suzumoto and the others. You're not realizing what he's saying, Ayomi. What if you get there and that's not the Book of Shadows? Then what you gonna do? How could I agree with that? There were so many assumptions being made, but she was sure of herself. She's certain that would work. She wasn't about to listen to him. Oh, whoa, that's scary, bro. Oh, that was scary, bro. Don't do that no more. Shinozaki shook her head furiously like some sort of violent shudder. It almost seemed like she was trying to shake something loose from her mind.
そもそもこんな石で。
But can these rocks actually take us back to Heavenly Host? That girl Aiko, Naiwa, was it?
庭愛子だっけ
There
な。
was something just not quite right about her, don't you think? Yeah, I felt the same way too, bro.
それは試してみなきゃだけれど
Well,
でもも
we
し
won't know
また天
that
神賞
until
に
we
行けたら
test them
みん
now.
なの
will
魂
we?
がそこにあるんだから
But
今
if
度
they
こ
do
そ
work,
こ
the
の
souls
術
of
が成
our
功す
friends
ると思
are
うの
on the line, and I believe we have a real chance of saving them.
篠崎。
Shinozaki. She still had deep scars all along her arms, necks, and legs. Anyone could tell at a glance that she just recovered from a serious accident. She sounded so assured, self-assured, and so self-confident, but it was hard to take any of that seriously. This was the first time in my life I found myself tearing up over someone, and not being embarrassed that I was crying. Honestly, it surprised even me how deeply I cared about Shinozaki, and how much I just didn't want to lose her. My eyes were getting hot and glazed. I felt utterly
こんなこ
helpless.
と誰にも話せないけど
I can't talk about this with anyone else but you. Trust me.
Kishinuma-kun.
Kisunuma, don't you? I was at a complete loss for words. I found myself literally scratching my head, trying to come up with a good answer. This was Shinozaki, and she had to come to me for moral support, for encouragement, for peace of mind. It was really the first time she ever truly relied on me, ever truly counted on me. I knew then what I had to do.
もうよ
Damn it.
あのクソ学校で
You know what? We went through in that piece of shit school.
今更
There's no
何があって
telling
も
what
驚きゃしねえよ
might be waiting for us over there now.
お前が言うんな
But
ら
if you're sure about this,
きっとそうなんだろ
we should do it.
う理解はできないけどな
Honestly, I have no idea what the
できないまま
hell
に
you're thinking. But I
俺は
promised
決
you
めたことが
one
ある
thing. I intend to deliver on that.
決めたこと？
ああ
That one thing?
何が
That
あって
I'll
も
protect you. No
お
matter
前を
what.
守る
Shinozaki and I stared each other's eyes for a moment. Each of us trying to figure out the other
心
out.
配すんな
Don't
大丈夫
worry.
だ
Everything will be okay. I tried to force a smile. Shinozaki had basically curled up into a ball at this point. Her tiny body collapsed in on itself for support. But now, all of a sudden, she unfirmed herself and glared at me. I couldn't tell if she was mad or happy or what. Her eyes were either like daggers or saucers. I couldn't really make out which. Maybe she come here expecting me to actively shoot down her ideas or something. Maybe she thought I'd be alone in this. Maybe she figured out what I was up to. Or maybe she been expecting me to say exactly what I said to her. And maybe it annoyed her. Either way, tears began to explode from her eyes so quickly that red bags were forming under them instantly. She then turned her back to me, all with one seemingly unconscious spin of her body.
どうした篠崎
Shinozaki, are you okay?
あのね、昼間
During the day,
私の
you
頭
remember when you patted my head? She seemed like she was trying her hardest not to let herself cry, though it was exactly working. It wasn't exactly working.
んなことしたか
I did?
したあ
Yeah, you
れだけど
don't remember? She paused, seemingly waiting for me to answer, but I had no idea what she said, and absolutely didn't want to say the wrong thing, so I just stood there like a
やっ
dolt.
ぱり覚えてない
Never
わ
mind then. If you don't remember, that's fine. It literally just happened not too long ago. How you not remember that? Finally, she turned back to face me. Her tears mostly dried. Still a little self-conscious about crying, though. She kept her eyes closed. A telltale frown belying her confidence. There was absolutely something between the lines for me to read, but here... Wait. There was obviously something between the lines for me to hear, to read here. But hell, if I knew what it was, I gotta practice my reading.
あ
Ah,
お前の持って
here,
る
let me
石
see your stone. Huh? Okay. Shinozaki removed the ever after stone from her pocket and placed it squarely in my hand. I positioned it to my next stone and stared intently at the two. This was the turning point. What I did next decided our fates. I couldn't mess this up. Outside my window, I could still hear the sound of a construction vehicle driving by. Hold on, what you do? And as close to one solid motion as I could manage, I opened the window and chucked the two stones out into the road. What? What? Hey! I timed it perfectly and my aim couldn't have been better. Another truck was just about to pass by and the stones were immediately in its path. The the sound I heard next was a satisfying crunch. It was the sound of delicate glass like rocks breaking into pieces. Why would you do that? Shinozaki had rushed over to the window and directly witnessed the fate of the ever after stones. As soon as the truck drove over them, she collapsed to her knees. Oh my gosh, why would he do, like, look, I don't blame him doing that. I don't blame him doing that. That means there's no way that you can get back in Heavenly Host, which nobody should be in the first place. Like I said, I protect you no matter. God damn, he slapped. Ooh, she slapped the mess out of him. I couldn't even finish my sentence before Shinozaki's palm slammed my face with an incredible force. The loud smack of flesh on flesh echoed throughout the room. The side of my face was immediately in pain. I began rubbing it with my hand as I looked into Shinozaki's eyes. Oh man. Her face was filled with tears and her nose was running. She was breathing so heavily. Her shoulders were bobbing up and down. I never should have trusted you. Shinozaki, listen, I was wrong to believe you helped me. I should have known better. She was absolutely hysterical with rage. You think I could just stand by and let you go back there? Back there? Heavenly Host, nigga? It was my turn to fire back now. I was certain I'd done the right thing. How do you even know for sure the book is there? And how did you intend to get back from how do you intend to get it back from that girl? Okay. Let me start back over. I'm gonna read it with anger. How do you even know for sure the book is even there? And how do you intend to get it back from that girl once you get there? Going over there without a plan will be certain death. Tell her again, bro. I hate you. You're an ass. A delinquent. A worthless piece of shit. Why you had to call me all that, man? I was trying to protect you. Leaving me with those hurtful words, Shirozaki then pushed past me, ran out my room, crying like a little baby the whole way home. I stood back up again, rubbing my cheek where I'd been slapped. A worthless piece of shit. Ow. Please, God, where are they? Oh. Play with her? Okay. Please don't tell me those stones are still intact. Found them. They're okay. They were ran over by that truck. Why would that matter? Those aren't just any old stones. You.
よく手段を手に入れたな。論から手段。
The method is in your grasp now. Wrestle from
貪欲に貪るように邁進しろ。
Now it's time to oblige in what you want. To push forward and put that method to the
お前
test.
はもう飛べる。
You can make the jump now.
パ
You're
ン
so
ピーどもを
much
超
sure.
越する世の
You're
断り
so
に
much
手を突っ
more
込む
than
ことので
those
きる人
filthy
間だ。
peasants. You can surpass them. You can interject your own will into the fabric of this world. Are you on my side then? Shirozaki! Kishinuma.
比べて。こいつ
I'm
はク
miles
ズだ。
ahead of this trash. Dang.
なんだよお前。
Why you had to call him trash? Who the hell are you? It's that guy I passed in front of Shinozaki's place. They're still intact?
それ。
Damn.
篠崎、渡すんだ。
Shirozaki, give them to me.
いや
No!
ダメだ。行くんじゃねえ。
This has to
今
stop!
度死にそうになれば気が済
You
むんだ
can't
よ。
go over there! How many times do you think you could cheat death before death wins? Hand him over, damn it! God dang! You just slammed my boy against the wall! Bad dog. Dang, he's ruthless.
Ayumi,
Oh gosh, it's so dark. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold up, do this. There you go.
味方かと聞いたな。
You asked if I was on your side.
その通り。
I am.
守るもの。
I am your guardian.
俺はお前の姉。日の絵の世話になった一
Yo,
番
I was
矢後浦教会
Theo's,
のキリア・ミストだ。
your sister's prodigy. I owe a lot to her. My name is Mizoto Kiaria? Kyria? I don't know. Of the Hyakumo Society. I've heard that. I just seen that name not too long ago. You were my sisters? Good.
会場のワードは覚えている。
Remember the chant to unlock their powers, don't you?
さてと。
Then let's get
それじゃあ
started.
実践といこうか
Let。me see those stones. Oh my gosh, dog.
Hold 俺にしっかり捕まってろよ。
Hold on tight to me. And here,
あ
a
とほ
good
ら。
luck charm. Don't lose it. What's that? Obtain aggregates cube. Aggregates cube. Saki, don't go. Don't.
ごめん、
I'm sorry.
心配しないで。
You don't need to worry about me anymore.
篠崎
Zaki,
お前は正しく
you
パン
should
ピー
live
の
the
道
life
を
of a
生きてろ。
peasant. It's only fitting.
やめて。
Stop!
ねえ、ハンヤ、
Dang, he had to do him like that, bro.
向かえよ。
I ain't saying that.
篠崎
Oh,
マジかよ
this can't be happening.
篠崎
Shirozaki,
篠崎
Shirozaki.
なんでだよ
Damn it. Damn it. Hey,
ここは
where am I?
この匂い。
This stench, this heaviness.
Cookie.
We're still recording? Alright, yeah, we're still recording. This heaviness. Oh yeah, we're definitely back in Heavenly Host. Oh my
天井
gosh,
所だわ。
it's Heavenly Host.
ミストさん、
Mizoto,
どこ？
where are you? Oh my gosh.
幸せの石。
And he got the stones.
ない。
Oh my gosh.
どうしよう。あれはミストさんが。
What do I do now? Mizoto must still have them.
そんな。
He must still have them.
あの石がないと。
But
あの
without
石がな
them,
いと。
without those stones, I can't get back.
ミスト。
Mizoto,
私、
I'm
また
all alone in the school.
この学校に一人ぼっち。そんな。
No,
そんなことないよ。
I can't stop panicking.
きっとどこか
He's
で
here
合流でき
somewhere.
るわ。
I'll find him.
前だって。
This is just how it happened last time, too. Woo! That scared me, bro. That scared me. Hold up. Who's that? Oh, that's a phantom. a pomegranate. Pomegranate. No one is coming to save you. Die. Kill. You should just die. 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 Curse. Hate. Die. 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 Head so full of juice. Welcome. Oh my gosh, bro, that is so demonic. Don't be just running around the hill. Oh dang, they gave me the controls. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Hold up. Oh dang, they gave me the controls. Oh man, they gave me the controls. How you turn your light on? Okay, cool. Let's go out here. It wasn't this dark last time. Ooh, the bell, the bell. What does that mean? There wasn't a clock like that in here last time. I guess things really are different. I hope Mizuto hasn't gone too far. I don't even know if he has a phone number. I think that's what she said. Actually, I should leave a message for him. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Oh, the candles. Please call me at 090-2522-252522. Good enough, I think. You already know what time it is, man. Thank you for the candles. You already know. That was just too long, bro. Oh my gosh. What's that? There's something on the floor. Damage obtained. Heavenly Host is falling apart more than ever before. As a result, there are numerous hazards to watch out for. From broken glass to splinters, stepping on one of them will lower your health. Depending on the hazard, it may harm only the currently selected player. Together, currently selected player character, or it may harm the entire party. Ooh. HP can be recovered, however, through the use of bandages. Okay. A dead body? Hey, don't be surprised. You seen plenty of dead bodies. So right now, man. Before me were the skeletal remains of a human being sprawled out unceremoniously on the ground. This is definitely Heavenly Host. This person, I have no idea who he is, but somehow I feel like I met him before. Oh, that's the dude who was just in the hallway. Decapitation by wire while searching for friend. God damn. Ooh. Can I get that board? Because I'm pretty sure I feel like I need to grab that board. Can I grab that? Yeah, I figured. It's just obviously placed right there. Oh my gosh. Creak, creak.
Mista-san.
Misoto? That don't sound like Miss Yoto.
雨の降る放課後でした。
It was raining. It was a rainy evening after school, just like this one. Somebody's over there, bro. Bro, I am scared right now, bro. Yeah, wait, hold on. Oh, yeah, I forgot I could run. I gotta save. I'm scared right now. Hold on, let me save my energy. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I gotta save my energy. Wait,
The light went away? Bro, chill out, bro. Chill out, bro. Hey, that scared me, y'all. I'm sorry. That scared me. I ain't gonna lie. That scared me, bro. Mayu? Where she at? Mayu? 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 I see you. It's me, Ayomi. I've come here to find you. Woo! But she sound like a broken PS2. I got the same idea. Hold up. Oh! Oh! They want to give me the controls right then and there? Hold up. Why am I scared? Hold up. Girl. I mean, I was scared, but she's slow, bruh. Is she gonna hit me? I can easily juke her, bruh. You was scary at first, but look at this. I could just walk like this the entire time. I could just walk like that the entire time, bro. What? I was scared for nothing. Oh my gosh. Now, if she was a little bit faster, I could have been a little bit scared. I could probably lose her in here. You can hide in lockers to avoid harmful entities. However, if you're spotted by the entity while trying to hide, it can very easily pull you out. When an entity is near your hiding place, a red circle will be displayed to indicate danger. As it moves further and further away, the circle will turn green and eventually go away completely. If and when the coast is clear. Press the, okay. Which way did she go though? At least I was able to get away from her. At least I was able to get away. I have to hurry and find. Okay, what about the other way? Is she down here, bruh? Oh my gosh, bruh. I got chills, bruh. I ain't gonna lie, she scared me, bruh. Oh, she got. Oh man, I got hit. Hold on. Now I know y'all saw that. How she able to go across that broken glass, but I get harmed? That don't make no sense to me, bruh. She was not that, bro. Who was that? Oh, that's you. Oh, that's Yuka. That's Yuki. That's the girl in the picture with the missing eye. My chin smashed against the floor and the wind was completely knocked out of me. You was so clumsy. Jeez. Whoa! Did I die? Then everything went black. Various indistinct forms blurred together in front of my eyes, and all of a sudden, it felt as if if not my body, but my mind had been shattered into pieces.
woman? Is she good? Who was that big ass Arnold Schwarzenegger dude with a big axe? Well, who is that? Wow. So we have definitely learned a lot in this chapter. So we learned that Heavenly Host is still up and running. We learned that there's these stones, ever after stones, that was able to take you here and there from, from Heavenly Host. We don't know what's going on with what's her name? Aiko. We don't know what's going on with Aiko. We don't know what her true intentions are. I've been skeptical about her for a minute. Alright, dang, bruh. What else happened? Bro, we just got chased by me. Oh my gosh. Mayu? We just got chased by Mayu? Oh my gosh, bro. Bro, what topped it all? Love Dog. What topped it all? Love Dog. Already, bro. Ayomi is trapped in Heavenly Host. Don't even have the ever after charm of stones. And she already got bodied just for a few minutes? Oh my gosh, bro. Like, bro, I can't wait to start playing chapter 2. And I'm pretty sure you guys can't wait either. But hey, we gonna get right back to it, in the next episode, Just as from the first one, man, go ahead and show some love on this one, And hey, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any other games you want me to play, let me know in the comment section below. I'm going to play the top 3 games that you guys voted on my main channel. I put a poll up there. The first one was Grand Theft Auto. I think the second most voted one was Red Dead Redemption 2. And then the other one was Persona 5. So I'm going to go down that list. Alright, so I'm going to make an episode for each of those. Alright. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. And remember, don't go to sleep and dream about your dreams. Get them and chase them. Simple as that. Until the next day video, this is Dream. Out.